Hey guys, what is going on? Juggalo JP Reviews here. And today's kind of a weird video. We're not really doing a review. More or less, I'm going to talk about a couple of things I enjoyed last night on Monday Night Raw. This is not going to be a regular video you'll see on this channel. As I am an AEW man, I support the new All Elite promotion. I gotta say that, like I said in my review video for Fyter Fest, I don't think it was their best work. I think you'll see a lot better material from them in the future. But let's talk about Raw last night. There was a couple of things I liked about Raw. They certainly stepped it up with the first match, Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. At first I said, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? But no. They came to it. They went to the stage. Corey Graves was like, "Holy shit!" And it was good. I enjoyed that. The pyro went off. It reminded me of the way they had the pyro go off several years back when Matt Hardy and Edge had that feud over Lita. Like they were fighting over Lita. They took each other off the fucking stage, and the pyro went everywhere. That kind of reminded me of that. But no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. The way that went out, and then got kind of slow a little bit after that. They had that team backstage. I think they're called the Mean Street Profits or some kind of Profits. Total, in my opinion, rip-off of Private Party, the new tag team that debuted in All Elite Wrestling. I know this team I'm talking about was in NXT before last night, but why, after Saturday night, why bring them on Raw all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Like, that just didn't rub right with me. But back to what I liked about Raw last night, the whole Maria angle, when Maria interrupted Becky and Seth there, and then Maria and her old man had that tag match, and Maria hops out, and she's like, "I'm pregnant," and Becky's like, "No, thank you." You know what I mean? That was kind of funny, and then she starts getting after her old man there, Mike Kanellis, and she's like, "You're not man enough to be the father of my children," and blah, blah, blah. I like that angle. Let's see where they go with that angle. I hope they go somewhere with this angle. But once again, with WWE, I'm not going to put my fucking hopes riding on it, because we've seen it before. We've seen stuff start real red hot, and then they just simmer the shit out. And on another note, I did enjoy the end of Raw. I enjoyed the AJ and Ricochet bit with the toward the end, the finish with the referees having to concur with each other, and then they restarted the match. Ricochet retained the title, which I thought was good because it was entirely too short for them to take it off of him right now. And then the way it ended with Gallows and Anderson coming out, and they were on the apron, and AJ's like, "Hold on," and then I knew he was gonna fucking cock him one. I was like, AJ's gonna turn around and knock him right in the head, and he did. And it was pretty cool. I think I'm gonna like the new vicious side of AJ Styles. I mean, it's just something different from AJ, and I felt like AJ's been fizzling out. Like, not that he doesn't have it anymore as far as ability, but I felt like he was kind of just fizzling out as far as, as far as the work's concerned for AJ. But yeah, so it's cool to see this, and it's cool to see the club back, because I know that made a huge impact, the Bullet Club and all that in Japan and everything. So it's cool to see that working its way in the WWE now. Really excited for this new heel AJ and the Ricochet rivalry. Ricochet, what a great talent that is as far as wrestling wise. So yeah, I mean, last night was a fairly good show for Raw, and normally I watch it with my mom because she likes WWE, and she's as you guys can see her in the AEW results video, she's heading on 62, and she just likes the entertainment. She's not one for like, oh, that was a hell of a match, it's got to be a great athletic wrestling match. She's just more of like in the goofy shit, like the stupid shit. Like a few years back, her fucking favorite thing was Santino Marella with that stupid Cobra, and my mom's just older. She likes just the goofy stuff that doesn't matter, essentially. But as a wrestling fan, diehard wrestling fan for the actual professional wrestling, I thought Raw was decent last night. Normally I watch it with my mom and I'm playing on my phone, because it's just so boring to me, and it's just the same shit repeatedly over and over again, to the point where sometimes you wonder, is this a fucking rerun? No, it's live. Okay, it's not. But yeah, so anyway, I enjoyed Raw a little bit more last night. I mean, like I said, I'm an AEW guy. I'm not going to be like, WWE, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I just hope they can keep the wheels going, you know? Let's have... Because this is what I've been saying to everybody on Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff when I'm getting these arguments. I don't want to see AEW die, and I don't want to see WWE die. I want to see, you know, the WCW, WWE ride again. Like, I don't want to see a war. Like, I don't want to see All Elite go to Monday night or anything like that. I just want to see two top companies so the fans will have a choice and the wrestlers will have a choice. You know, if you're sick of the WWE shit, then watch All Elite. If All Elite's not doing it for you, watch WWE. You know, you need fucking alternatives. Like, you got Pepsi and Coke. If you don't want Pepsi, you go to Coke. If you don't want something from Coke's brand, go to Pepsi's brand. You need alternatives in everything, and wrestling's no different. So I really hope both companies, you know, do well. Like I said, Fyter Fest I don't think was, you know, as good as Double or Nothing, but it wasn't meant to be. And neither is Fight for the Fallen. What's meant to be as good, if not better, is All Out, and I have huge expectations for All Out. So I believe in my heart that All Out will deliver. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on Raw and my little editorials about what I want from the wrestling business. And I mean, that's just that little quick video here. Little review of it, more or less a recap of what I liked about it, but yeah, I mean, that's just what I want. I can't wait for All Elite Wrestling to go on TV in October, so that way we can have, you know, see what they got, and I hope it's going to be awesome wrestling, like they said, and you'll have the two top brands again, like you know, back in the day. Think about it for just a second before I get out of here. I mean, you had WWF, you had Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn, Kurt Angle, I mean, Taker, Kane. The list goes on and on. In WCW, you had Flair, you had Hogan, you had Sting, you had the Steiner brothers at one point. You had, I mean, all these big stars. You had Dallas Page, you had Kevin Nash, you had Scott Hall. I mean, all these guys are flagship poster stars, and it was such a good company, because if you didn't want to watch, you know, Raw or SmackDown, you had Nitro and Thunder. And if you didn't want to watch Nitro and Thunder, you had Raw and SmackDown. So, you know, this will be no different with Raw. You want to watch this, you watch this. You want to watch Raw, you watch Raw. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I think it's going to be a good time for wrestling fans again. But with that being said, thank you for watching, and Juggalo JP Reviews.